As you know, we're talking about President-elect Trump's 7 promises to the American worker. Today on Concepts with Kacie, we look at number 4 on that list, identify and end foreign trade abuses. But what does Trump mean by abuses? Well, on his website, he calls them violations of trade agreements, and these violations do happen. Here's an example from 2015. The U.S. was exporting agricultural products to India. Then, India banned those exports. They said it was because of concerns about the bird flu, but they didn't have any scientific evidence, and that's breaking international trade rules. You can't just speculate that products are infected and use that to stop trade. So when a problem like this comes up, who handles it? Is it Congress, the president, some combination of both? Trade agreements are handled by the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative. That's part of the executive branch, so Trump won't need Congress to act on trade deals. The trade representative negotiates and signs trade agreements according to the president's agenda and monitors our trading partners to make sure they're holding up their end of the deal. The United States has trade relations with more than 75 countries and free trade agreements with 20. Most of those are bilateral, but some, like NAFTA, involve multiple countries. When a country violates trading rules, the issue is handled by the World Trade Organization. It's kind of like when 2 kids are playing a game on the playground and one says the other cheated, so they go to the teacher and clarify the rules of the game. But the interesting thing is that addressing trade abuses isn't uniquely a Trumpian or Republican policy. In fact, the Obama administration has taken steps to address this very issue. He created a task force specifically to investigate international trade abuses. And the Obama administration has brought a lot of trade disputes to the WTO, including the one from the example earlier. In case you were wondering, they did rule in favor of the United States, protecting American poultry farmers from an unfair exports ban. So Trump's plan to tackle foreign trade abuses doesn't really challenge the status quo. The United States is already working with the WTO to make sure trade agreements are enforced and that American manufacturers aren't adversely affected. Thanks for joining us this week on Concepts with Kacie. If you have any financial terms you want us to unpack, send me an email. For more financial news, subscribe to our weekly newsletter, The Weekend Bulletin. I'm Kacie Candela, WFUV News.